Hi, this is Kerry Artag with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Apple report for Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. Let's take a look at the charts. I will start with, well, which one should I start with? I'm going to start with this one. It says a lot here. We've had a couple of sell signals, but still anticipating the 167.13 channel bottom. That could be over the next few days following the recent sell signal on the daily chart below 175.61. I don't consider 175.61 to be a session containment level. I think if we get that high and settle up in that vicinity, I think we're likely to continue north. In fact, I've got 174.06 if you look to the far right, and that is at this point in time a 50% upside retracement over the last week of trade. And I like how 174.06 intersects with these previous highs that goes back a few weeks. And so yes, that level 174.06, 50% upside retracement, able to contain session strength, and if settled above, should yield over the following 3 to 5 days 179.07, which is a level that can contain weekly buying pressures. Possibly we could fall away from here into later April, and if settled above, would then indicate 184.70, which is this channel top on the weekly chart. So it is very stair-step. You know, there is a case being made for significant longer-term recovery above 179.07, but it's really sort of the not-so-fast dynamic, because 184.70 is actually a more meaningful channel top. It's on the weekly chart. It goes back several months to the December high. It does have midterm resistance, 4-star resistance, can absorb buying on a monthly basis, and we could fall away from here back to 167.13. We could fill this wedge out for the next month or two before the market tips its hand one direction or the other. The likely outcome is that it tips its hand to the upside because of the longer-term significance of 167.13. And if we were to close above 184.70 over the coming weeks, that would signal the low 200 area within about another month or two. But right now, it looks like we are set to, and I've been saying this for a little while, to test the 167.13 channel bottom. This especially in light of the fact that we closed below this channel structure 3-4 trading days ago that is now well above the market at 175.61. This did indicate a retest. Actually, we never did test 167.06. That is on the daily chart, 167.13 weekly chart. We never actually tested it. I think the low, is it 169? Hold on a second. No, it's not 169. The low settlement price is 169, and that is actually our intraday support level today. If we break 169 even today, a level that can contain intraday weakness, but if we break it, the 167.13 channel bottom on that weekly chart is likely today. That is part of a range, really. On the daily chart, we have 167.06 that can absorb selling not only for the day, also through next week, also through the entire second quarter, as I've been saying. This is the long-term channel bottom. From here, we can round up into the low 200s over the next 3 to 5 months. And as I said earlier, on the way up, we have 184.70 as a meaningful pivot point that, if settled above, would underscore that, validate that likelihood for upward continuation into the low 200s. Once again, if we close this week, tomorrow, Thursday, last trading day of the week, if we close at 165.45 or lower, that is a 1% violation of 167.13. That is a long-term sell signal. I don't recommend being long Apple if your time horizon is 3 to 5 months, let's say, because I think over that time frame we should continue south into the 136.40 region. If we close Thursday at 165.45 or lower, and you're an options trader, you may consider reaching for 136, 140 area roughly out of the money puts that don't expire for, I would go a year out on that. If you're long Apple right now and you're just sort of from the investment perspective, you're just holding it for years on end, as some people have, and that's great. But if you want to cover that, if you want to protect that to some extent for the next 3 to 5 months, you could do the buy right and sell perhaps an at-the-money call. If we were to close 165.45 or lower on Thursday tomorrow, you may consider, selling 165 strike calls. And then holding those as a hedge against your long position, whatever the proper number might be for you, and then holding them until we reach that 136.40 channel bottom where you can lift that call, and then you're 100% long again on the stock itself. So 174.06, I don't expect to see that today. All these minor points have been carefully chosen. They all have meaning. 172.97 is the 3/8 upside Fibonacci, if you recall. But it is 174.06 that may well contain daily buying pressures, and if settled above, I see that as a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the upside, anticipating 179.07, where 3 to 5 day swing traders can take profits, and 2 to 3 week position traders may actually set a short up here, allowing for the market to fall back into the upper 160s again within 3 to 5 weeks of testing 179.07. Anything else to say? I really don't think so. I think I've covered it pretty well. I'll leave you with this image. This is it for the day. 169 even is our intraday pivot point, above which we could, I don't know about today, but over the next day or two, reach for that 174.06. And if we once again break 169 even on an intraday basis, 167.13 long-term support expected. That'll be a big test for this market, and we'll see where we go from there. I'm going to leave it at that for Wednesday's Apple Report. I did put out a couple stock picks in wikistocks.com on Wednesday in an international paper and Snowflake. Both are at precipices for offering a 3 to 5 month trade that offers the possibility of a 15 to 20% return on each. You might want to check that out. We offer a free 5-day free trial up front, so you could see all of that, and even last week's stock picks that are still relevant for free. I'm going to leave it at that for Wednesday's Apple Report. I'll be back, of course, tomorrow with Thursdays. You have a great day.